A long time ago, I used to live in Las Vegas, and I had a neighbor. He was some drunk former military guy, and one day we were talking about just nothing. And he had told me that he used to work out of Area 51. And so I was like, oh yeah, have you seen the aliens? What do they look like? Blah, 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 yada, yada. And he would never ever tell me nothing. You couldn't pry anything out of him. But one night, we had a power outage, and like the whole neighborhood was black. You couldn't see anything. So the night sky was like really dark. You could see like a lot of the stars because there was no outside light to drown out the stars. And he was real stinking drunk. I remember this guy used to drink like a half gallon of whiskey every 3 days. So we're just talking and bullshitting, and out of nowhere he goes, hey, you see Orion's belt? And I was like, no, I don't know what the hell it looks like. He goes, yeah, up there. He goes, you see Orion's belt? He goes, you see how you see two stars that are straight, very, very parallel to each other, and then there's a little star that's slightly adjacent and off to the left. And I said, yeah, I see it, whatever. And he goes, the bad aliens live on that adjacent star. And I looked at him and I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. And he goes, yeah, no, he goes, I'm serious. He goes, the two stars, that's where the good aliens live. The bad aliens live on that other star. And he said the good aliens look like the traditional grays that we see on in magazines, on the internet, with the big head, the big eyes. They're really small and gray. He said the bad aliens are brown colored, very tall, and they smell.
Hello, I am an alien, an extraterrestrial, a being not from this planet. Now, of course, the majority of you are laughing at me right now while calling me names and preparing to click on the stop button, which is exactly why none of us has ever done this before. Earthlings lack the ability to use more than 8% of their brain. This is a scientific fact that you skeptics should think about. The majority of you are incapable of comprehending the truth and the big picture. The rest of you are just scared. You should be. An agreement has gone sour, and time is running out. Now, of course, the first question in your mind is, how do I know you're really an alien? You want me to prove it, right? Well, I ask you this. What can I possibly do that thousands will try their very best to try to disprove and debunk of what I am and what I say? So why should I bother proving it? You either believe me or you do not. But I can tell you the truth about skeptics, non-believers, debunkers, and hoaxers all the same. They are all this way for only 4 different reasons. They are either 1, very scared, 2, highly paid by authority, 3, highly threatened by authority, or 4, just lack the mental capacity to accept what is presented before them. The truth is that none of these people actually take the time to seriously investigate and research the evidence. If your interest has kept you in tune with my message, then allow me to introduce myself a little more. The name that was chosen for me on Earth, where I landed in Switzerland, was David von Heckathorn Getz. I am known as Shuda Nut on the planet where I come from, which is referred to here as Pleiades. It is the neighboring moon planet of Atlas in the Pleiadian system, the Pleiadian system. I was sent to Earth 6 years ago to blend in with the culture and observe and monitor the slow leak of information on this subject. and how it affects the people of this planet, and report their reactions back to my unit, which is also stationed in the Pleiades. When I came to this planet, I was 30 years old. I had long blonde hair and fair skin, so I shaved my head bald, grew facial hair, laid in tanning meds, and even tattooed my body with earthly images. I have even reproduced a male offspring who is now 4 Earth years old. I have been honored by my people for my ability to blend in. There are several species visiting this planet and have been since the dawn of civilization on this planet. Of course, my people, Pleiadians, are exactly like human beings. Why, you ask? Because on the 6th day, the Lord created man in his image. In my 6 years of observing the human race, I must say that I am both inspired and disturbed. By our Lord's laws, I am not supposed to interact as I am doing now. But I have seen my own people on this planet being bought out and disobeying the law of the Lord. This has led to misinformation and technological exchange, which continues to negatively affect the life on this planet and the planet itself. The creation and the Creator has a name. His name is Jehovah. His name is Yeshua. It is the Holy Spirit that connects us all on this planet, delivering us into a level of consciousness only few in the history of this planet have yet to obtain. Now, why I'm doing this is more important than discussing what many people may already know, or may have already figured out. Some of you may already know a lot of what I will tell you. Most of you do not know. And this is why I am doing this now. I have an offspring on this planet, a family, and quite a few friends that I have made. And I feel compelled to wake up as many people as I possibly can before what you might refer to as the shit hitting the fan. You Earthlings really truly have no idea who you are, where you come from, and what you are capable of. You just have ideas and beliefs. Like a race that has washed upon the beach with amnesia, with no idea of how things become what they have. Yet the clues are all around you. So many races have visited this planet since the creation of its very existence. All races were created by the Lord Jehovah, but not all represent the Lord. They are the Nephilim, the Antichrist, the fallen angel. They have left many clues, artifacts, messages, half-breeds, or even wonders of the world which the majority of the people of the world continue to accept as myths, stories, legends, fables, hoaxes, lies, coincidences, or simply unexplained. The stories and the myths are true. Your religions and your beliefs are examples. Truth, knowledge, and love are all that really matter. Your governments have known this for over 60 years, and they have easily covered their tracks by letting the people of the world believe what is easy for them to accept, while speculation and theory only covers it deeper. This cover includes the captivity of the Zeta Reticuli in the Orion system. This race is also known as the Greys. This was in the beginning, and then many others following ended up cooperating, including people from my planet, for the exchange of technological advancements for many things, including abduction, mind control, and mutilation of both animals and humans alike. The science and the history taught to the children of this world has been severely distorted. There are several facilities or landing marks established on this planet, all by different races, some underground, some under the ocean, and some on the dark side of the moon. Some earthly made, some extraterrestrial, just as it is with the craft or the flying saucers witnessed by millions of people on this planet, which have all been here or coming here for millions of years. Many of the beings who have visited have done so in secrecy. It is the law of the Lord, and only the Lord can tell us when to intervene. Those of us who wish to see the good of mankind prevail remain in cloak, but act when needed. Those who wish to confuse and control are those who have succeeded tremendously in convincing you, the people of this planet, that we are safe, that you should continue to consume, to reproduce, and to live your life believing that your governments are looking out for your best interests. Your governments are also a threat to some of us who wish to reveal the truth. Your governments continue to keep this hidden because they have an agreement to do so. They were told what to do and what to say, and they were given a time frame to do it. It's all part of a bigger conspiracy than just the governments of this world. It is all part of a wider agenda and a bigger plan that has reached its boiling point, and the time is almost up. I am not doing this to start an occult or a new religion. I am not doing this for monetary gain or fame. I am doing this because I am sincerely concerned with the future of the people on this planet. You must have an open mind and an open heart, or you will suffer. You must do the research and look deep into the subject before you just brush it off as lunacy and continue to ignore the fact that this is the answer to your past and your future. This is the missing link. This is the meaning of life, and it is the enlightenment of your spirit. If you continue to laugh at me, then it only proves that you are scared. So, allow me to give you something to be scared about. In 5 years, the people of Earth will be deceived. There will be the awakening of our presence. The question of are we alone will finally be blatantly revealed to the masses. The media will be an effective tool for this deception, as it always has. Some of you will panic, but most of you will be controlled and manipulated by the deceiver and its cohorts, the governments of this world. Brother will fight brother, and many will perish in the name of their beliefs. Though the deceiver will provide a false sense of peace along with free energy and free trade, those of us who know the truth will resist. We will find peace in the Lord, and He will provide us what we need to survive. I will not continue to spell out what true believers of everything that is should have the compelling desire to research and investigate for themselves. Those with great knowledge can easily distinguish between the BS and the reality of what is currently hidden. Use your brain. It is the greatest weapon, as your heart is the greatest shield for your soul. Ask yourself this: do I want to continue to be a drone in society, a commercially driven, consuming zombie who feeds on the lies and the material substance for which is the sole reason of this planet's very demise? This may be the last you will ever see of me, but I promise you have seen more of my kind, and you will soon see others. The signs are out there, people. Don't brush them off. Think of your children's future. What will you tell them when the shit really hits the fan?